Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Quadash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to get into a brief lesson going in on the topic of faith and how it wasn't given to all of us regarding us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the true Israelites of the Bible. And of course you will have speckled birds, which are those that look like the other nations, due to the scattering pursuant to Deuteronomy 28:64 via the curses. But their bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Because here it is, this gospel is being preached, to them as well. But you can see the influx of unbelief being spewed by our people. They hop on comment boards and, they have a lot to say, but when you go on their pages, they have, nothing to display, regarding their faith. And that's going to be the separator, okay, in the days to come. Faith, which we understand, faith being a gift. It's not of us, to have this level of belief that we have for our power, and then the words that are written. And, this is why it's one of the greatest acts of mercy we could receive from Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, having that gift of faith, because ultimately, we're going to be saved we're going to be saved by grace through faith, as it's written in Ephesians, the 2nd chapter. You see, so ultimately faith is what's going to justify the elect. Okay, Lord willing, we be part of that precious number. This is why when you go to Hebrews, the 4th chapter, it tells you how the faith is going to profit. It's not going to profit them that heard it not being mixed with faith. Matter of fact, let's just start there. Let's start Hebrews. Let's start in Hebrews 4. This lesson came through the inspiration of a comment that was left, and I'm not even going to bother getting, on the previous lesson. And it's just a common thing where you have individuals, scorners and scoffers, hop on these platforms and, spew their madness, not realizing that it's being recorded in the heavens. You see, and ultimately you're going to have to answer, for all your rhetoric, okay, and all your folly that you displayed. The book of Hebrews, chapter 4 and verse 2, and it reads, "For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it." You see that? It's not going to profit them. They're not going to see salvation, man. Why? Because they lack faith. They're not going to have the divine protection, okay, when all hell breaks loose and Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai unleashes the modern day Assyrian, okay, which comes in the form of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. See, you Jake out there, that lack faith, you're going to be left outside the temple for the taking, man. You see? You're not going to have any hope. You're going to be in a dire strait, okay, with no protection, man. You see, the scripture, pursuant to Isaiah 41, coins us as worms. Jacob is coined as a worm. Why? Because we're helpless. We have no power in our hands. You see, matter of fact, let me go get that real quick. This is why we need help from on high. I think it's Isaiah 40, as a matter of fact, in 14. No, it's 41. Bear with me. It was 41. All right, let's get this real quick. Okay, proving that we need help from on high, man. And that help is going to come from on high, but only to those that have faith, right? The book of Isaiah chapter 41. I'm going to go straight to the point. Verse 13, it reads, For I, the Lord thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, Fear not, I will help thee. Fear not thy worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. These are the benefits, okay, of having faith. You see, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is going to only help those that have faith. Those are the ones that are going to be justified, man. You see? We're going to be justified through faith, man. Let's go get that real quick. Where is that? Romans, the 3rd chapter. In the 30th verse, and it reads, Seeing it is one power, which shall justify the circumcision by faith and uncircumcision through faith, which is going into the Israelite foreigners. As a matter of fact, the Gentiles, right? Because when you go up, I should have started up. Right, Romans 3:29, it reads, And he, the power of the Jew, Salakia, Romans 3:29, is he the power of the Jews only? Is he not also of the Gentiles? Yes, of the Gentiles only. And vocab alone will tell you that this is talking about the other nations. No. Okay, no, this is talking about the Israelites that were in exile. Okay, Jake, that were in that Hellenistic state of mind that came out of the Greek captivity. Okay, those are the Gentiles, and you can't forget the 10 lost tribes that were over here in Arsareth. You see, that Yahweh Shai himself said that he has a, what did he say? He has sheep that are not of this fold. In John, let's go get that real quick. John 10. Red letter. Let's start at verse 15. The book of St. John, chapter 10, and verse 15, it reads, As the Father knoweth me, even so know I the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep, and Yahweh Shai did so. Okay, he was crucified. His blood is how, through his blood is how we're going to get the victory, man. Pursuant to Revelations 12. Let's continue on. And other sheep, Lord willing, we be part of that precious number. Lord willing, we are of the elect. And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold. This is talking about the 10 lost tribes, man, that were over here in Arsareth, the northern kingdom. Okay? Because remember, during this time, when Yahweh Shai was on the scene, it was primarily the southern kingdom. Yeah, you may have had a sprinkle of northern kingdom around, but the majority, for the most part, okay, the northern kingdom was over here, okay, in Arsareth. You can read about that in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, right? And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, right? And again, going into the elect are going to hear the voice of the Lord, man. And what? And believe. See? And there shall be one fold and one shepherd. You see that? But going back to the point, going full circle, okay, we're going to be justified through faith, man, pursuant to Romans 3:30. You see, faith is going to justify us, man. And what is faith? The scriptures tell us what faith is. Let's go to Hebrews 11 real quick. The book of Hebrews, chapter 11 and verse 1, and it reads, Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, right? The evidence of things not seen. Okay, it takes trust to believe in evidence of things not seen. As a matter of fact, when you get this word faith in the Google, real quick.
Faith.
Okay, definition 1 is what we want. Complete trust. Complete trust or confidence in someone or something. And we have, those of the hopeful elect, have complete trust and confidence in our power, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. We trust and believe that he's going to come defend us, man. We trust and believe that the kingdom of heaven is going to be erected, man, upon the downfall of evil E and the rest of these heathen. Okay, we completely trust and believe that we are going to receive new bodies and be immortals. Okay? We wholeheartedly believe these things, man. We trust in what's written. Okay? Which is, again, a gift and a great act of mercy. Okay? By Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Because if you read down on Hebrews 11, it tells you that it's impossible to please him. Matter of fact, let's get it. It's impossible to please him without faith. Hebrews 11:6, and it reads, but without faith, it is impossible to please him, man. So if you don't trust in the Lord, if you don't believe in what's written, it's impossible to please him, man. You see, you're canceled out regarding divine intervention, Isaiah 59:19, ultimately deliverance and salvation. You're canceled out as an unbelieving so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American or speckled bird, man. Israelite. As it's written in 2 Ezra 15, all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him, man. And those that diligently seek him and believe and trust in him wholeheartedly, what is he gonna reward those hopefully the elect with? That's the elect. That's the mentality and characteristics of the elect. You see? What are they gonna be rewarded with? Ultimately salvation. Okay? Whether they have to face the guillotine, Revelations 20:4, or their feet come off the ground. Okay, fulfilling Revelations 11:18. We got in the ascension into the chariots, man, getting caught up in those tractor beams, man. Either way, they're going to escape, okay, the second death. Matter of fact, let's prove that when we go to 2 Ezra real quick. The 9th chapter. In the 7th verse, and it reads, and everyone that should be saved, right, regarding Israelites. Okay? And everyone that shall be saved, which will be the elect, right? And shall be able to escape by his works and by faith. You see that? Whereby ye have believed. Okay, this is one of the rewards you're going to receive as a believer in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, if you've been predestinated since the foundations of the world, man. If you're one of those precious spirits, you see, you're going to be delivered, man. One way or another, again, whether if you have to face the guillotine, that's the golden ticket to the kingdom. Pursuant to 1 Thessalonians, the 4th chapter. You see, those that die in the name of the Lord are going to be raised up first, man. Or again, if you get caught up in the tractor beam, man. Either way, you will not have to face a second death. But the unbelievers will. Okay, you unbelieving so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American and speckled birds will. And we can prove it. Let's close out right here. This is why faith is so important. And this is why I'm so appreciative. And I'm sure you Akiam and Akwath are as well. I'm sure you can agree that it's a humbling, grateful, privileged position to be in. To have been given, this faith, especially in these times, especially in these times. This is an act of mercy. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai loves us, man. They have given us his faith. We qualify to hope for salvation, man. Revelations 21 and 8. So now I'm going to start at 7 and read down. He that overcometh shall inherit all things. See, we believe that. He that overcometh what? These trials and tribulations that are coming in the form of Jacob's trouble, these scourges, calamities, famine, teeth of wild beasts, silver unrest, evil the military, FEMA camp, see? Pestilence, right? He that overcometh shall inherit all things. This is going into the next, the eon of Jacob, you see? And I will be his power, and he shall be my son. Here's the catch-22. But, okay, the fearful and unbelieving. You see, the faithless. You see that? But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and the murderers, and the whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars, shall have their part in the lake. What lake? Which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Okay, and whether you believe it or not, that lake is Babylon the Great. Okay, the daughter of Babylon, aka America. Okay, after it gets hit with 200 million warheads, man, via World War III. You see? at least you're part of that precious number. You ain't gonna make it off this landmass, man. And there's other areas of the earth that are gonna get hit as well. But Mystery Babylon the Great is gonna be that primary target, pursuant to Isaiah 63. Okay, Isaiah 47, Revelations 18. There's many scriptures that go into it. You see, this is the main gathering of us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, where we were oppressed together. The land of the North. This is where the greatest deliverance is coming out of. You see? And the greatest destruction. And this place is going to be left as a memorial, man, for generations and generations, man, as to what not to do, okay, regarding rulership, regarding what not to do, okay, as far as sinning against the Lord. You see, as it's coined in Revelations 18, this whore's sins has reached up to heaven, man. You see, this is why the judgment is going to be so catastrophic. This is why, as a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, okay, or a speckled bird, if this word resonates with you, it will be in your best interest, to seek the Lord while you can, man. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near. You see, it may be you'll be hid in the day of the Lord's anger, man. The water Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai for faith. The water. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf were edified. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kal Halalium La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Shalom.